as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, 280. What's the ball? 54, down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Let's go. Ready, set.
From the 40 now on second down. Ryan, and his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Mike's 21. Hey, Delta.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, 280. 280. Wait. Hey, check my gun. 15, check my 15. Hey, let's go. Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there. Quickly's the mark.
Now Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase. That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On first down, Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
11. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Check.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
What? Chris McKee!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Look.
Focus, defense, focus.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Good job right there. Hey, 0-0.
Whoa, there you are. Not today. Mike 15.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Well,
36-yard line.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey.
From the 36, Wilson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing out Wilson on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Wilson, over the middle, complete. It's Holt, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. On third and goal, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jordan Reed there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a short...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Hey, Alpha. Check. Express.
Now Ryan. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Caught on the right side by Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Ryan will throw again. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ryan in the offense with a first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, 59, ready. Go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Now Wilson has got his man. It's Andrews. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. Time for a break. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Switch. Watch the safety creep. Safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Touch 50.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Easy. Touch. One fluff. Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. He's checking.
Hey, zero. Tempo.
Another run by Lindsay. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it, he's going to catch it, When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Marr able to put this one through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man up, D. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 24, Ryan. This complete to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
40.
Now Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime and ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ryan to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it. You ready?
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Wait, get up. Wait, get up.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Ryan. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, you ready? 51, down.
What should we go? Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50.
Hey, exit.
You.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Ready, we're ready. Hey, 25.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, check 20, 58. Ready, down.
Now Ryan on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Tuesday.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try and run forward Bo. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own.
Right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
59, ready, 280.
Watch the pass.
Hey, son. Hey, box truck, box truck.
On 1st down, Ryan. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He's able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ryan now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Your Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Elliott. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run with Elliott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Come on, fellas. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got him in. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll bring it a few past the
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Ready,
At their own
ready.
29-yard line.
Hey, 59, ready. Mike 6.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott.
Come on, come on.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Rick.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan and the tight end Olsen right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Bravo.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. This is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Green 80.
Mike 50.
Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen.
They go play action now. Wilson. Ertz has it left side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good opening drive. That's a tone setter. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Fighting him off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. This is Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Go.
39-yard line.
From the 39, Ryan. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He gets it to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
12 yards there and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
From the gun, Ryan. And Olsen over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, It's Elliott, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Ready.
Right here, right here.
Get out.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Wait.
Watch 88. You can't block me.
22.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
14, on it.
Now Wilson, throwing again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 93-yard kick. Colts are going to jump back in front. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Cooper's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On first down, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second
Go.
and 7 at the 17.
From the 17, Ryan. Thomas has got it, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Back now in Arlington, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Wilson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.